everyone, thanks for tuning in to another edition of Shane Flynn Outdoors. Hey, it's January here in Virginia. It's cold, there's snow on the ground, there's ice on the lakes, and I got fishing fever. And I thought I would film a video today, kind of talk about what I've been going through for the last few weeks because I wanted to go fishing really bad. When it gets like this and you can't get out and go fishing, I tend to watch a lot of YouTube videos, watch a lot of fishing videos, catch up on all the episodes from other subscribers that I watch. And then I start looking at buying tackle. And last year, I remember I bought a lot of tackle. I bought a new boat last year too, so I wanted to, fill in my boat with tackle, if you will. But I started going down that rabbit hole of buying tackle today. And after talking to some other fishermen about how much tackle they have, and, a lot of guys I know have tackle walls, and they use tackle walls as their background on YouTube videos. There's nothing wrong with that. The only thing I can say is you can't catch fish if the tackle's on your wall, but it still makes a great backdrop. I'm just picking a little bit. But I said, let's be a little bit smarter, Shane. What do you really need to buy this year? Go through your tackle. And I've got some of my Plano boxes here. Let me show you. I didn't take all my Plano boxes out of my boat. I have a big tote that I keep my Plano boxes in one storage compartment. So here's 3. Let's see. Here's 4, 5. Oh, can't forget my spinnerbaits. 6, 7. Oh, wait. Crankbaits. 8, 9. My terminal box. Oh, here's my Senko box. Oh, there's 10 Plano boxes? I don't think I could throw all this in one day. So I started making a wish list. Let me put some of this tackle back. So I started making a wish list and going, what do I really need? And so some things that I went down my list on, and I called it my spring needs list. I looked through here on my iPad here, and first thing that popped up was hey, you need a red chrome or a red rattle trap. Let's see. Do I need a red rattle trap? Red rattle trap. Actually, I have 2 red rattle traps. Here's another one. Already in my arsenal. And then, there's the other one. I'll put them back. And then there's a 6 to 8 foot diving red crankbait. There's 1, 2 right there. I don't want to entangle all. Here's the third one. There's the third one. So I've got red crankbaits and red rattle traps, plenty of them. So I need to be smarter about this. So I'm taking those off the list, by the way. So, just an example. I put those on my list last night. I took my boxes out of the boats right before this. So I thought maybe instead of just buying on a whim, that I be smart about buying my tackle this year and find out what I really need. So, we all see new things that come out. I'm excited to go try the new Gilly. The other thing I'm really excited to go try is I want to fish an A-rig, Alabama rig, umbrella rig this year. As soon as the ice gets off the lake, I'm going to start trying to fish that. And, that's some of the kind of things that I want to experiment, and I need to buy some stuff for that. Just like last year, I never heard of Keitech lures and a Keitech swim bait, but from watching YouTube, one of my local people that on channel here, Titus Pope, on his page, I watched him and I was like, oh, I'm going to try these Keitechs. And lo and behold, I caught a lot of bass on Keitechs last year. As a matter of fact, I keep 1 Plano box full of Keitechs, right? So instead of, if I'm going to experiment with something, I'll buy it. That's what I'm going to do this year. Kind of a New Year's resolution with tackle. And some of you might be going, man, crazy, man, buy all the tackle you can. Well, maybe I'll cut back on buying the tackle and upgrade to a new motor on my boat, or upgrade some electronics, which I think I am. and just buy what I need. So just look at my Keitech here. I see I need my white and chartreuse color. I'll order some of those. In blue, green pumpkin blue, I'm gonna need a couple of packs of those. And yeah, so I'm gonna order what I need this year versus, just buying tackle. So the first thing that I'm gonna buy is those things I want to experiment with, which I already did. I got a little bit of a box of stuff here that I did order that I'll go through, somewhat of an unboxing here. I said, hey, I want to try the A-Rig. So I bought 2 different types of A-Rigs, or the umbrella rig or the Alabama rig. So I bought a couple of those. So I'm going to try these out this year. Something else that I decided that I need to upgrade, my scale. Last year I fought with getting the scale to zero out and weigh the fish quickly on my videos. And I was told this was a really good scale. This is the Rapala Tournament touchscreen, and you can save fish on there. So I'm going to try this one out this year. Hopefully it'll be better than the scale that I had before. I'll still have that other scale, but hopefully this one will work. So another thing I upgraded to was bobber stoppers. I always use toothpicks in the past to peg my weight. Matter of fact, here's my terminal tackle box, and I keep toothpicks in here. And what I would do is I'd just take this toothpick, take a worm weight, shove the toothpick in, and break it off. And that would keep it, in place. So I'm going to go from using the toothpicks to these bobber stoppers. So I'm going to put these in right now. That should going to help a little bit. And one of the other things that I typically do, that these are going to help with is when I put beads. I like to a lot of times put a bead between my bullet weight bead and then my bait, especially with creature baits. Gives a little bit of a clack. Don't know if it helps or not. I think it does. But I like to use these glass beads, and these bobber stoppers will help keep, give a little bit better space, because the bad thing about the toothpick is if you do slide, it does slide real easy with the toothpick. So that's one of the upgrades I'm going to make, is, the glass with the bobber stopper. So I was just about out of glass beads, and I keep my glass beads in black, red, and white. I use glass beads on my Texas rig a lot of times, not all the time, and on my Carolina rigs. So I like working with the glass beads. They do give it a little bit of a clicky clack sound with your baits, but those bobber stoppers are definitely going to help. So another thing that I didn't upgrade, but I needed some more of, was tube baits. As you've seen in one of my other videos, I've been upgrading my chatterbaits, or just changing my chatterbaits to chatter tubes. So I wanted some different colors. Like this is a perch color. This is a green pumpkin color. I bought the Keitech brand specifically because they're solid. They're not hollow like most tubes. So these may work out a little bit better. And these are, if you didn't know, the Keitech is got the squid and salt, and whew, you definitely smell them when you open them up. So those are some other things that I bought. I bought a bunch of rod socks, and we'll pull those out. The other thing I bought, this is somewhat of an upgrade for me, is a new Daiwa reel. It's the same reel that I talk about all the time. I needed one more reel. I will run a 6 rod and reel bait caster on my boat. I'll put 9 total rods and reels on my boat when I'm out fishing. But C100, 6:3 gear ratio, the Tatula Daiwa 100. Love these reels. Can't say enough about them. They're really good reels. So that's what I bought this year. What I have on my list after I went through my tackle, I'm going to buy a few more hooks, and I'm going to buy one more red spinnerbait. I needed backup. I like to, when I'm fishing spinnerbaits, as you can see, I got enough spinnerbaits and chatterbaits here, but I only have one red left, and I need one more red backup. Red is a decent color for spring. That's why when I pick the red crankbaits out, I usually only use them in the spring. And you start thinking about what you need for spring, and that's why red came up. But I looked through these just a few minutes ago. I need one more red spinnerbait, so I'll keep the red spinnerbait. Off comes the red crankbaits, obviously, save me a few dollars there. And trailers for spinnerbaits or something else that I always take a look to make sure I have. So I'll make sure I have enough white grubs, chartreuse grubs, and for trailers on my spinnerbaits and chatterbaits. So there's a little bit of an unboxing, a little bit of talking about buying tackle for this spring. Like I said, I'm going to try to shop smarter. I know that's, a lot of us fishermen, we just like to buy tackle. And you know, maybe there's a race, whoever has the most tackle when they die wins. I guess we won't get to take the trophy with us, but you know, it might help to be smarter when you buy your tackle. And I know that doesn't sound like the right thing coming from someone who has all this tackle around them, but you know, you can save some money, because there's no way you're typically going to throw all the, you know, throw in a year, any given year, you're probably not going to throw half the tackle you buy. And then we just add on, right? Especially with all these fishing flea markets and fish seminars and stuff fishing seminars going on. It's easy to walk in and buy a bunch of tackle, but just take a moment and look what you got already before you run out and buy more. That's it. That's kind of the motto of the video, is just take a look before you start buying all the tackle. I'm guilty, you know, of just buying. But this year I'm going to buy what I need. I'm probably going to upgrade me some electronics on the boat, buy a few $100 that I saved. So that's it. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Kind of looking at tackle and looking at some of my new stuff. Until next time, tight lines and good luck fishing.